Have you ever envisioned a life of adventure after retirement, discovering new destinations and creating lasting memories? Exploring the world after turning 70 can be a remarkable journey, yet it carries subtle dangers that often go unnoticed by many older adults until it's too late. A dream vacation can swiftly transform into a stressful and potentially perilous scenario if one is not adequately prepared. In this video, we will uncover 5 significant risks that older adults encounter while traveling. These are not merely small annoyances, they can lead to significant repercussions for your well-being, security, and financial stability. The last risk we need to consider is one that often escapes the attention of many travelers, yet it has the potential to lead to significant financial loss. If you seek to journey with assurance, sidestep unforeseen issues, and fully relish your escapades, accompany us until the conclusion. If you find this information useful, please share your thoughts by leaving a comment that says, "I am ready." Let's dive in. One potential risk involves health emergencies and medical complications. Exploring the world is among the most delightful experiences, yet beyond the age of 70, even a small health concern can swiftly escalate into a significant crisis. As we grow older, our bodies react in unique ways to stress, shifts in climate, and physical activity. A journey that once appeared effortless can swiftly turn into a tiring ordeal, and situations that seem under control in familiar surroundings can unexpectedly intensify while on the road. Deep vein thrombosis, commonly known as DVT, stands out as a significant health concern for older travelers. This happens when a blood clot develops in the legs due to prolonged periods of inactivity, like during a flight or an extended bus journey. If that clot travels to the lungs, it can lead to a pulmonary embolism, posing a serious risk to life. Regrettably, a significant number of individuals remain unaware of their DVT until they encounter symptoms such as swelling, leg pain, or shortness of breath, frequently at a point when the condition has become quite serious. A further risk arises from variations in altitude and climate. Flying can subject your body to reduced oxygen levels and arid cabin air, potentially complicating breathing, particularly for individuals with heart or lung issues. For those with high blood pressure, diabetes, or respiratory concerns, air travel may impose additional stress on the body. In a similar vein, journeying to elevated terrains, like mountainous regions, may lead to sensations of dizziness, headaches, and potentially a lack of oxygen. However, the greatest hurdle remains obtaining medical care. When you're feeling under the weather at home, you instinctively know the right place to turn to. Your neighborhood physician, your reliable pharmacy, and a local hospital that accepts your insurance plan. However, when you find yourself in a foreign country or a remote location, obtaining medical treatment becomes a more complex endeavor. Certain hospitals lack contemporary equipment, and in numerous locations, physicians do not communicate in English. Compounding the issue, numerous seniors believe their standard health insurance will provide coverage while overseas, yet the majority of domestic plans exclude international medical emergencies. A sudden illness or injury could lead to a hospital bill that amounts to tens of thousands of dollars. Picture this. James, a 74-year-old retiree, and his wife have set their sights on a dream Caribbean cruise. He was in excellent health, lively, and thrilled about the journey. However, merely 4 days into the voyage, following a sun-soaked day, James started to experience a piercing pain in his chest. Initially, he brushed it off as mere heartburn, but as the discomfort radiated to his arm and beads of sweat began to form on his forehead, he realized that something was amiss. His wife hurried him to the ship's medical center, yet the onboard doctors lacked the necessary equipment to accurately diagnose a heart attack. An emergency helicopter evacuation was requested, yet weather delays forced James to endure a lengthy wait before finally arriving at the hospital. He made it through, but rather than relishing his getaway, he devoted the remainder of his time to recuperating and ended up with a hospital bill that surpassed $20,000. Ways to ensure your safety. Arrange for a comprehensive medical examination prior to your journey to ensure you are in good health for your travels. Pack additional medication to prepare for any unforeseen delays, and maintain a comprehensive list of your prescriptions and medical history. Change your position often while flying to help lower the chance of blood clots. Rise, extend your limbs, and take a stroll each hour. Investigate the hospitals in your destination to ensure you are prepared for any emergencies that may arise. Acquire travel insurance that includes coverage for medical emergencies, hospital admissions, and medical evacuations. Preparation can be the key factor that distinguishes a seamless journey from a medical emergency. Have you ever faced a health scare during your travels? We invite you to share your narrative in the comments section below. Next, we shall proceed to the following risk. Threat 2. Encountering pathogens and pollutants. Traveling unveils a world of new experiences, yet it also brings you face to face with a myriad of germs, viruses, and bacteria, particularly in bustling environments such as airports, airplanes, hotels, and public transport. For younger adventurers, a slight chill or tummy trouble may just be a small hiccup in their journey. However, for older adults, an infection may result in significant complications, extended illness, and potentially require hospitalization. With the passage of time, our body's defenses gradually diminish, leading to increased difficulty in combating infections. The phenomenon referred to as immunosenescence indicates that even a common flu or foodborne illness can persist longer and result in more serious outcomes compared to what a younger individual might experience. Respiratory illnesses, in particular, present a significant danger. Studies indicate that older adults face a heightened risk of pneumonia and various lung infections, particularly when encountering new viruses. The concealed risks associated with flying. Airplanes are among the most perilous environments for encountering germs. Travelers are confined in tight spaces for extended periods, inhaling air that has been cycled through multiple times. Research indicates that the likelihood of contracting a cold or respiratory infection rises notably during flights, attributed to inadequate air circulation and the influx of international travelers introducing various virus strains. In addition to airborne germs, there are contaminated surfaces all around us. Tray tables, seatbelt buckles, bathroom handles, and even in-flight magazines all play a role in the travel experience. While most airlines perform a standard cleaning between flights, thorough deep cleaning is infrequently conducted. This implies that you might be coming into contact with surfaces that have been handled by countless passengers prior to your arrival. Contamination of food and water. A significant concern when traveling is the potential for foodborne illness. Discovering new cuisines is among the most exciting aspects of travel. However, unfamiliar dishes, diverse cooking techniques, and varying hygiene practices can result in foodborne illnesses. Numerous older adults experience heightened sensitivity in their digestive systems, which can complicate recovery from illnesses related to food. Consuming water can pose unexpected risks. In numerous countries, tap water harbors bacteria and parasites that might pose no threat to locals, yet can lead to serious health issues for travelers. Even ice cubes created from tap water can result in stomach infections. Picture this. Linda, a 76-year-old woman, had long cherished the dream of exploring Southeast Asia. She relished the opportunity to explore new flavors and was thrilled at the prospect of savoring genuine street cuisine. On her second day in Thailand, she indulged in a vibrant fresh salad from a bustling food stall and savored a refreshing juice with ice. In just a day, she experienced intense stomach pains, nausea, and a significant loss of fluids. She was hurried to a nearby clinic, where medical professionals identified her condition as bacterial gastroenteritis, a severe infection resulting from tainted food. She devoted the following 4 days to recuperating in an unfamiliar hospital, foregoing much of her intended journey. Ways to ensure your safety. Utilize a premium mask in bustling environments such as airports, buses, and popular tourist spots to minimize your risk of airborne germs. Make sure to wash your hands often with soap, and keep hand sanitizer handy for those moments when sinks aren't accessible. Refrain from touching your face after spending time in public areas to keep bacteria from infiltrating your system. Opt for bottled or purified water, even when brushing your teeth, and steer clear of beverages with ice made from tap water. Exercise care when selecting your meals. Steer clear of raw or undercooked dishes and opt for eateries that boast excellent hygiene ratings. Pack travel-friendly medications such as antidiarrheal pills, probiotics, and electrolyte packets to prepare for any food-related illnesses. Some careful planning can significantly reduce the risk of infections and contribute to a seamless journey. Have you ever fallen ill while on a journey? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Next, we shall proceed to the following risk. Take a chance on 3. Journeys, exhaustion, and the hurdles of recuperation. Traveling is meant to be a delightful adventure, yet for numerous seniors, it can swiftly turn into a tiring ordeal. Extended flights, pre-dawn takeoffs, bustling terminals, and packed itineraries can really wear down the body. In contrast to younger travelers, who may quickly rejuvenate after a restful night, older adults frequently require more time to recuperate from fatigue. Extended periods of exhaustion can result in diminished immunity, disorientation, and an increased susceptibility to illness or injury. A primary contributor to travel fatigue is a lack of sleep. Resting in an unknown hotel bed, contending with disruptive noises, or adapting to a new time zone can hinder the ability to achieve quality sleep. Jet lag, particularly when crossing several time zones, can disrupt your body's internal rhythm for days or even weeks, resulting in diminished focus, increased irritability, and challenges in fully appreciating your journey. A significant element to consider is the physical strain involved. Numerous individuals fail to recognize the toll that walking, standing, and exploring unfamiliar surroundings can take on their energy levels. Exploring museums, historic sites, and embarking on guided tours frequently involves extended durations of standing or traversing uneven terrain. Individuals experiencing arthritis, back pain, or mobility challenges may soon find themselves dealing with discomfort, inflammation, and a heightened likelihood of falls. The unseen cost of fatigue. Envision this. Richard, a 75-year-old retiree, had long dreamed of exploring Europe. He and his wife meticulously organized a 2-week journey through 6 cities, eager to experience everything they could. Nonetheless, the journey encompassed several flights, train journeys, and countless hours of exploration each day. On the 3rd day, Richard found himself utterly drained. His legs throbbed from traversing the uneven cobblestone streets, his back protested from the weight of his luggage, and he felt too weary to appreciate the beauty around him. Midway through the journey, he fell ill with a cold, which deteriorated because he didn't get enough rest. Just as he finally acclimated to the new time zone, it was already time to head back home. Rather than returning rejuvenated, he found himself spending the following month recuperating from his getaway. Ways to maintain safety and vitality. Craft a more leisurely schedule that includes fewer stops and allows for ample downtime between events. Secure cozy lodgings in more tranquil locations to guarantee a restful night's sleep. Arrange flights and transportation at convenient times to steer clear of early morning departures and late night arrivals. Keep your body fueled with plenty of water and wholesome foods to sustain your vitality. Choose footwear that offers comfort and support to alleviate discomfort in your feet and joints. Consider indulging in brief naps when necessary, particularly while acclimating to a different time zone. Travel ought to be a delightful experience, not a tiring one. Have you ever experienced total exhaustion after a journey? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Let's proceed to the next risk. Risk 4. Increased likelihood of accidents and physical harm. With the passage of time, our balance, reflexes, and muscle strength tend to diminish, rendering falls a significant hazard for older travelers. A seemingly insignificant misstep that may have been trivial in one's youth can result in fractures, sprains, or even enduring mobility challenges. While journeying to new places, the presence of uneven sidewalks, steep staircases, and slippery hotel floors heightens the risk of mishaps. Numerous well-loved travel spots, particularly those rich in history, feature charming cobblestone paths, dimly lit passageways, or structures lacking elevators. Tourist attractions such as castles, ancient ruins, and picturesque hiking trails frequently present challenges due to the absence of adequate handrails or well-maintained paths, increasing the difficulty of navigation. Cruise ships offer convenience, yet they come with their own set of dangers, including shifting floors, slippery decks, and tight corridors. Exhaustion also has a significant impact. When fatigue sets in, one's balance and coordination can wane, heightening the risk of a fall. Older adults facing arthritis, osteoporosis, or challenges with mobility face an elevated risk. In contrast to the convenience of home, where medical assistance is merely a phone call away, obtaining appropriate treatment in a foreign land can often be fraught with delays and complications. The genuine risks associated with a fall during travel. Envision this. Linda, a 78-year-old woman, had always taken pleasure in strolling through her neighborhood without any issues. Upon her arrival in Italy, she felt a thrill at the prospect of wandering through the enchanting streets of Florence. Yet, on her second evening, as she strolled through a shadowy alley, she miscalculated a curb and tumbled forcefully onto the cobblestone street. A sudden, intense pain shot through her hip. Onlookers came to her aid, yet she found herself unable to walk unaided. She was transported to a nearby hospital, where X-rays uncovered a hip fracture. Linda was forced to shorten her trip, face emergency surgery in an unfamiliar land, and endure months of recovery upon her return home. A journey she had long envisioned transformed into a challenging and costly experience that left a lasting impact on her ability to move. Strategies for ensuring safety and avoiding falls. Select travel locations that offer excellent accessibility. Seek accommodations featuring elevators, ramps, and seamless pathways. Opt for durable, supportive footwear featuring non-slip soles to enhance your stability. Pay attention to your energy levels. Exhaustion heightens the likelihood of falls, so remember to pause and steer clear of pushing yourself too hard. Utilize a walking aid if needed. A collapsible cane or walking stick offers enhanced stability. Remain in brightly illuminated spaces and be mindful of your footing. Steer clear of dimly lit streets or unknown territories after dark. Think about securing travel insurance that includes coverage for injuries and emergency medical care. A single fall can lead to enduring repercussions, yet by taking the appropriate precautions, you can ensure your safety and fully relish your journeys. Have you ever had a near miss or tumble during your travels? We invite you to share your narrative in the comments. Now, let's proceed to the last risk. Risk 5. Financial uncertainties and voids in travel insurance. When organizing a getaway, many focus on flights, accommodations, and things to do, yet few take into account the unseen financial pitfalls that can transform an exhilarating holiday into an expensive misadventure. Unexpected expenses from medical emergencies, trip cancellations, lost luggage, or travel scams can quickly deplete your savings. Without adequate safeguards, a trip that should be a peaceful escape can swiftly turn into one of the priciest blunders you'll ever make. The risks are significantly heightened for seniors. With the passage of time, health can become more uncertain, the chances of travel interruptions rise, and con artists frequently view older adventurers as vulnerable prey. That is why grasping the financial aspects of travel risks holds equal significance to crafting your itinerary. Medical expenses overseas can be quite startling. One of the costliest errors a traveler can commit is believing that their health insurance will provide coverage abroad. Numerous older adults hold the belief that their Medicare plan or private insurance will cover any medical concerns that may come up during their travels. Regrettably, this is seldom the situation. Medicare, for instance, does not provide coverage for medical expenses incurred outside the United States, with only a few specific exceptions. Certain Medicare supplement plans provide limited coverage, yet this is frequently insufficient for addressing significant medical emergencies. Some private health insurance policies might not include international coverage, which means travelers could be liable for the entire expense of medical care overseas. This can lead to significant financial hardship. Take into account these tangible expenses. The cost of a hospital stay in Europe ranges from $5,000 to $20,000, influenced by the specific country and duration of the stay. The expense of a medical evacuation, like an air ambulance bringing you home, can range from $50,000 to $200,000, influenced by the distance and the level of care needed. Even straightforward medical issues, like a fractured bone or an infection needing antibiotics, can lead to expenses in the thousands without insurance coverage. The torment of canceled trips. Older adults frequently organize their journeys well ahead of time, sometimes even a year prior. Yet, life remains full of surprises. An unexpected illness, a tumble at home, or a family crisis might compel you to abandon your plans at the 11th hour. What seems to be the issue? Numerous travel providers enforce stringent cancellation policies. Airlines often impose significant charges for altering your flight or may provide only limited refunds. Many hotels and cruise lines implement non-refundable deposits, while guided tours frequently necessitate complete payment in advance, offering no refunds for cancellations. Travel providers often stick to their policies, regardless of the validity of your reasons. Numerous seniors forfeit substantial amounts of money on journeys they never embark on due to a lack of adequate trip cancellation insurance. Fraud schemes aimed at older travelers. Fraudsters continually seek innovative methods to exploit visitors, and regrettably, senior travelers are frequently perceived as vulnerable prey. Criminals exploit the trust and naivety of visitors, whether through deceptive hotel listings, inflated taxi fares, or intricate online scams. Among the prevalent travel scams are fraudulent vacation rentals. Fraudsters fabricate non-existent listings for apartments or hotels. Adventurers secure their plans early, transfer funds, only to discover upon arrival that they have fallen victim to deceit. Fraud involving credit cards. Certain wrongdoers set up counterfeit ATM devices or card skimmers in bustling locations. Unwary travelers take out money, only to find their bank accounts emptied. Exorbitant taxi fares. In numerous travel hotspots, chauffeurs inflate prices for tourists by opting for lengthy, unwarranted paths or feigning a malfunctioning meter. Complimentary offerings and assistance. Visitors frequently encounter individuals presenting complimentary bracelets, roses, or guided tours, only to find themselves under intense pressure to pay exorbitant fees later on. The tale of George and the counterfeit hotel. George, a 76-year-old retiree, had devoted months to meticulously planning a dream vacation to a tropical paradise. He discovered what appeared to be the ideal beachfront hotel via an online travel platform. The images were stunning, the cost was fair, and the advertisement featured numerous favorable testimonials. In a bid to guarantee his reservation, George made an upfront payment for a non-refundable week-long stay. Upon reaching his destination, he was taken aback to find that the hotel was nowhere to be found. The directions brought him to a deserted structure, and the customer service line he had was out of service. The site where he secured the reservation vanished without a trace overnight. Left without a place to rest, George found himself in a frantic search for a last-minute hotel, which ended up costing him double what he had initially planned. His dream trip began with tension, disappointment, and a considerable monetary setback. Regrettably, George's narrative is far from singular. The rise of fraudulent travel listings and scams has surged significantly in recent years, resulting in travelers losing millions of dollars globally. What are the best strategies to safeguard against financial risks? Obtain thorough travel insurance. Seek out a plan that encompasses medical emergencies, trip cancellations, lost luggage, and emergency evacuations. Review your health insurance policy. If your existing plan lacks coverage for international travel, think about acquiring additional travel health insurance. Make reservations via reliable channels. Utilize trusted and established platforms such as Booking.com, Expedia, or the official websites of hotels. Steer clear of offers that appear overly enticing. Utilize credit cards that offer fraud protection. Numerous credit cards come equipped with travel insurance and fraud monitoring features designed to safeguard your finances. Minimize cash withdrawals and opt for secure ATMs. Exercise caution with standalone ATMs in tourist hotspots, as they are more susceptible to tampering. Exercise caution regarding unexpected proposals. When someone presents you with an offer that seems excessively favorable, it's likely a deception. Journey wisely, prioritize your safety, and savor every moment of your travels. Reaching the age of 70 transcends mere travel. It embodies the essence of creating lasting memories, immersing oneself in diverse cultures, and savoring the freedom earned through years of dedication. However, as we've talked about, embarking on journeys at this point in life carries distinct risks that must be acknowledged. From health crises and illnesses to fatigue, injuries, and financial fraud. Entering a journey without proper preparation can transform an exhilarating adventure into a source of stress or, worse, a perilous situation. Nonetheless, the positive aspect is that these risks can be effectively handled with appropriate measures in place. With careful preparation, a clear awareness of your physical boundaries, and solid financial safeguards, you can embark on your travels with assurance and tranquility. Before embarking on your next adventure, ensure you undergo a comprehensive medical checkup and gather all essential medications. Consider securing thorough travel insurance to safeguard against medical emergencies and trip cancellations. Craft a more leisurely and relaxed schedule that allows for ample opportunities to unwind. Remain vigilant against scams and ensure you book exclusively through trustworthy sources. Ensure safety remains at the forefront by selecting destinations that are accessible and friendly for seniors. Keep in mind that journeys are meant to be delightful, not draining. The essence lies in the continuous journey of discovery, yet it is crucial to navigate with discernment. We eagerly await your thoughts and insights. What is the key takeaway you gained from today's video? Have you ever encountered an unforeseen obstacle during your travels? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you found this information useful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our latest tips for intelligent and secure senior living. We appreciate your viewership, and we look forward to connecting with you in the next video. Wishing you a journey filled with safety and adventure.